Hi everyone, it's Denise and Ethan here from Red Toys Reviewed. Today we're looking at Lego and we're looking at the series of Disney princesses. Today our princess is Cinderella. This box number is 41053, 6 to 12-year-olds to build. If we look at the front of the box, we can see Cinderella's beautiful carriage that was turned into a carriage from a pumpkin. I'm sure you all remember the story. It's being drawn by a beautiful white horse. And then right in the front we can see Cinderella with what looks like an invitation in her hand. An invitation to the ball, maybe. There's a beautiful fountain. Let's turn the box around and have a look. So as we have a look here, we can see that Cinderella has a treasure box, and she has all sorts of things in her treasure box that we'll have a look at when we open up. There are some stickers. There's Cinderella with a broom, all that hard work she had to do for the two ugly sisters and her evil stepmother. And then we see her here with her horse. Up here she's having a little sit down and a rest. Her broom is by her side. Then we have the carriage, and that shows how the steps open so she can get in. And also the roof comes up and down so we can have a good look inside. Oh, I can't wait to get building. Let's open it up and have a look. Wow, thank you, Ethan. That was such a quick build. You did a fantastic job and it all looks amazing. What do we think? Cinderella looks beautiful in her blue dress. And her beautiful golden hair is tied up in a bun, and she has a blue Alice band. I think she looks fabulous. Cinderella has a little fountain here that she can sit by and watch the water splash out. How lovely. And it has some beautiful pink hearts all around it. It's even got some water in there. Look. Lego beads of water. Here we have, the little stool. There she is, sitting on her garden seat, feeling a little bit sad for herself because she's had to do so much housework. And you can see the pumpkins beside her at her feet growing. And beautiful pink flowers on the roof of her garden seat. And there's a little toadstool, which is as cute as can be. Can you remember what that pumpkin turned into? Oh, you're so right. You remember the story. It turned into Cinderella's beautiful coach. And look at it here. Isn't it just fabulous? Ethan did a great job here building it. So the first thing we have is we have a little footrest that Cinderella can step onto, open the doors, and she can get into her carriage. Let's close up the doors. There's one, there's two. Let's pick up the footrest. Isn't that wonderful? She has purple curtains that she can close if she needs to. I'm going to turn the carriage around now so you can see what goes on the other side. The other side is the exact same. So we have a little footstool that comes down so she can step up and the doors open. And she can get in. Let's put her in. Bend her. And she can get in and be sitting in her wonderful carriage. Look at that. She can even wave to us. Let's move her hand. Bye, everyone. Oops, we can't see it now. Bye, everyone. So not only do we have that, we have a beautiful, beautiful white horse. Look at that. And he is just the most beautiful horse I've ever seen. He has a jewel, a crown jewel on his head. And on his tail. At the back of the carriage, we have a chest. And if we open it up, oh, what's in there? There is a second fairy godmother wand. How cool is that? I suppose everybody needs a spare one in case she loses it. So we'll pop that back in there so it's safe. In her carriage, Cinderella has beautiful purple curtains. Again, you can see them here and here. So if it gets cold and windy, or she wants to go to sleep, or she doesn't want to see anybody on the road, she can pull the curtains across, and then her carriage will be nice and dark for her. As she's traveling along, she's got two lanterns here that light the way. And on the roof of her carriage, she has a golden dome with a golden swirl. I think it's just very, very smart. So here's my story about poor Cinderella. Oh! Cinderella was exhausted. She'd been working so hard all day. She'd swept the floors and cleaned the windows, wiped down the countertops, and ran after her two ugly sisters all day, helping them find bows for their hair, belts for their skirts, and jewels to put on them. The prince was having a great ball tonight, and everybody, but everybody was invited. Except poor Cinderella. Oh, and she was feeling so down about it. And she would have loved to have gone, but she looked at her clothing and she said, I'm all in rags. I have nothing lovely to wear. I couldn't go anywhere. As the sun went down, poor Cinderella felt more and more sad. She was about to go inside and she heard a rustle in the garden. And she couldn't see very well, but she could see a bright, shiny wand. And at the time, she didn't know what it was. She jumped up and said, Hello, can I help you? Who's there? And then a little voice came out of the darkness. Hello, my dear. I'm your fairy godmother, and I know that you would like to go to the ball tonight. So I am going to send you there. And with an abracadabra kazama kaboom, Cinderella's broom flew out of her hand, and her dress became beautiful. It wasn't torn, and it wasn't dirty. "Oh," said Cinderella, "look at me." And then the voice said, "Cinderella, bring me a pumpkin." So Cinderella ran and got a pumpkin from the garden, and with abracadabra kazalaka boom, there wasn't a pumpkin in her hand anymore. "Oh," said Cinderella, and the little voice, the magic wand, came out of the dark and said, "Look behind you, my dear." And slowly Cinderella turned around. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. She couldn't believe what was there. The most beautiful carriage. It was blue and sparkly and had lanterns and gold wheels and purple curtains and pink seats. It was everything a little girl could wish for. Not only that, there was a beautiful white horse. Oh, Cinderella couldn't believe it. The fairy godmother had one last thing to say to Cinderella. "Look in your hand, my dear." Cinderella looked in her hand, and there wasn't a pumpkin there any more that she thought might be there. There was an invitation. It was an invitation to the ball where the prince would be. Oh, she just couldn't believe it. Cinderella jumped into the carriage as fast as she could. "Oh, take me to the ball," she said. Cinderella jumped out and went into the ballroom, into the beautiful palace, and she danced with the prince all night. Thank you for helping us with the Cinderella Lego today. Ethan had a great time building it, and I had a lot of fun playing with it at the end. It's a lovely set. You've been watching Denise and Ethan at Red Toys Reviewed. Please subscribe. See you again soon. Bye.